What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the exciting installment of the Roundtable Network News. It is episode number 16. I am the franchise player, Double B Babbler. I am joined by the man who knows it all himself, Double J Josh James. Josh, it is Monday. It is Friday. We have lasted a whole week since that crazy Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I've been on a wrestling high. Wrestling has been on a high all this week. It's been up and down with some of these great stories that we're going to bring to the people here live today. And I'm going to start out with something positive.
Okie dokie.
Well, let me start out with this. WWE had a great showing on Monday night on the Monday night on Netflix, right?
Yes, they did.
Everyone just assumed, that, okay, they had a million people watching. NXT had almost a million people watching NXT on Tuesday. So people are going to be like, well, AEW is going to fail. Well, AEW Live on Max, let me tell you, AEW Live on Max is 615,000 views. That is a 0.17 in the 18 to 49 demographic. They're way up from the 5,888 people, or the 588,000 people that watched Fight for the Fallen last week. Kenny Omega showed up, returned. And I'm going to tell you right now, the demo went up. I'm so happy that they scored such a high demo.
Same.
AEW, WWE, NXT, wrestling is on such a great high this week. Let's see if SmackDown tonight can continue that, because I heard SmackDown's here in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
I was out and about today, Josh.
Yeah.
And I ran into Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Who's not on the show tonight.
Interesting.
So is he there for a dark main event, or will he show up and do something on TV? Because according to all the big names, Sean Ross Sapp, Mike Johnson from PW Insider, he's not listed on the run sheet for tonight's SmackDown. So is he?
Interesting.
You never know. Wrestling has been so great this week, man. It all started on Saturday with New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
And then Sunday with Wrestle Dynasty. And then Monday with WWE Raw on Netflix. Tuesday, NXT live from the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. Wednesday, AEW Dynamite was live on Max. Thursday, we didn't really have any much wrestling, but we had a lot of wrestling news that popped off on Thursday.
It's just been a roller coaster, I can tell you that.
And here it is Friday. Man, this weekend, IPW, Inclusion Pro Wrestling in Washington, gonna be doing it live in living color. So if you're in the Longview area, you need to go check out Inclusion Pro Wrestling. You never know who's gonna show up. So yeah, let's get into this, man. And like I said,
am I booked, brother?
I mean, I don't know, brother. I I know the booker, brother. I know one of the guys.
Yeah.
Kind of booking things,
Yeah.
but I'm not even booked, brother. I mean,
I mean, if I'm booked and I'm facing Big V, well, that doesn't work for me, brother.
That doesn't work for you, brother.
Sorry.
Oh man. Speaking of not working for you, brother, let's talk about this. Courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. There's a snowstorm currently heading Atlanta right now.
Glacier?
I have a friend in Atlanta, and she posted some pictures of snow in Atlanta, Hotlanta as it's called. So that's led to a number of flights being delayed.
Oh boy.
A lot of flights being canceled out of Hartfield Jackson Airport there. A lot of flights have been grounded several times today. So there might not be a complete AEW Dynamite tonight. I mean, WSB TV in Atlanta is reporting that more than 1,100 flights have been canceled, with 529 flights being on delay, according to the Flight Tracker of Flight Awareness. So given that all AEW Collision is broadcast in Athens, Georgia tomorrow, it's going to be recorded tomorrow, or live tomorrow in Athens, Georgia, which is about an hour from Atlanta. There might be some issues with talent getting into Atlanta. So there might not be a collision. There might not be a Dynamite. There might not be a collision because of that. Also, we were told on a broader scope that given Atlanta is such a big hub for all the airlines, especially for Delta, there could be a ripple effect for the WWE talent flying home from tonight's SmackDown here in Portland, because a lot of those guys fly via red eye back to Florida
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't realize is Atlanta is like a hub for Delta. So a lot of Delta flights lay over in Atlanta. That sucks. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Flying over to Orlando into doing WrestleMania week, I got stuck for like a whole day in Hartsfield Airport. So yeah, I know how that is.
So you have experience. You have experience.
I have experience being stuck like that. There's a lot of airports in America that I've been in that I don't like, and Hartford's one of them. So yeah, I mean, shoot, with the weather the way it's been and a lot of crazy things that's gone on, I mean, God, like the fires in Los Angeles. I have a lot of friends that live in Los Angeles. I'm from Los Angeles. A lot of friends and family are dealing with the fires out there. Let me start by saying that the Hollywood sign was not on fire.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
There's been pictures on YouTube. I mean pictures on Facebook and on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, on Blue Sky. Look, okay, the fucking Hollywood sign's not been on fire. It's not on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I promise you, it's not on fire. It's just great. But who is on fire is one Taya Valkyrie.
Oh,
Taya Valkyrie, courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. Taya Valkyrie announced the following on her Twitter. This was for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be accepting donations at the Wild in West Hollywood for the American Red Cross and handing out emergency relief items to those who have been evacuated and displaced. Please come see us if you need a donation. If you need a space to rest your head during some of this mayhem, you can go down to the Wild. I love the fact that Taya Valkyrie is doing this. It says the Wild will be open and providing a safe space for all those who need it. We will be offering emergency relief items to those who have been evacuated, displaced, while all accepting donations for the American Red Cross and for those that are in need. DJ Scarlet Bobo hosted along with Alicia, Harley Reckless, and your girl Taya Valkyrie. There will be from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. a drag race viewing. So go show up, man. Like I love the fact I'm gonna like this on Twitter. I love the fact that she's doing that in Los Angeles. Me being a Los Angeles native, grew up in San Pedro, California, graduated from Cal State Long Beach, worked in Long Beach for a while doing things. I just gotta say, man, like it's scary.
It really is
scary to see. Like, I mean, we live in Oregon. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember when the Multnomah Falls caught fire.
I remember the blood red sky that we had. I remember.
Oh
that.
yeah. Can you imagine that being just showcased throughout, like Los Angeles and like all the other places? It's crazy.
I want to, but everyone who's there, stay safe, please.
Yes, if you need help, go to the Red Cross. Hey, and if your house if you need if there's an evacuation notice, leave your house. Get your pets. Leave your house.
Mm-hmm.
Please, we don't want anyone else to suffer from this horrible tragedy. There was a person that was arrested for setting some fires. So for that person, I really hope you are happy with yourself.
Yes, seriously,
because that sucked. Okay, so courtesy of Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter an hour ago. If you're in the United States, how are you watching AW Dynamite when you watch it live? TBS Live, Max Live, or illegal as fuck? 24% said illegal as fuck. That is funny. That is funny. I wouldn't have said that online because now you just admitted to doing some illegal shit. But other than that, Josh, what do you got for us right now?
Well, brother, let me tell you something.
That's not going to work for me, brother.
It's still not looking good for the old Hulkster, I could tell you. He's still getting so much, backlash from what happened to him on Monday.
Wait, what happened to him on Monday?
Well, he was out there promoting his All-American beer in Los Angeles, and next thing you know, he was booed out of the building.
Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. Because from what I understand, from what I was told, from what Hulk Hogan himself said, he wasn't the one being booed, brother. It was good old Jimmy Hart. They were booing Jimmy Hart.
I don't think so, brother. I don't.
Of course
think...
not. They weren't booing Jimmy Hart.
Now, here's the thing with that whole thing. Like, everyone says that, like, even him, I think, or it was one of his people saying it had to do with his political
views.
Yeah, but Taker was there, and Triple H was there, and they both, I guess, support. I know Taker supported Trump, so they got cheered. So, except for Hogan.
Well, I'm not going to say who said this on Twitter because I don't want to out them, but when you drop an N-bomb constantly and say a lot of racial things, you can vote for Hitler and people are going to still be like, you're a racist. It's not because of who you voted for. You're just a racist because of the things that you said. So come on, bro. Just call it what it is. You are a racist and you did the things that you did. Enough said.
And it was even at the point that Mark Henry has said that, like, he was offering help with Hogan. And Hogan said, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, you know what does work for me, brother?
Mm.
We got 2 new signings with AEW, courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. I'm going to say this because it makes more sense to me now. I mean, it makes it as a wrestler and as a promoter, as a booker, it makes sense to me. Ross and Marshall Von Erich. They're 2/3 of the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions. But they weren't under contract to AEW.
I was just going to say, wait, I thought they were under contract because they were part of the 6-Man Tag Team Champ.
No, they are now, Ross and Marshall Von Erich are now officially signed to AEW.
Okay. I mean, congratulations, but I thought you guys were under contract for months.
Yeah, well, they are now, buddy.
I thought you guys were just going to wait. Oh, we're going to just show up when you guys show up to Texas. We'll just wait for that.
They're just like, we got the belts, brother. I mean, you know, what are they going to do, strip us? Yes.
Yes. But now knowing that they were never under contract, that just baffles me.
Oh, well,
but at the same time, I shouldn't be shocked because my boy, Omos, is at Pro Wrestling Nova, and he's one half of the GHC Tag Team Champions.
Hey, man, look, he is a face of Pro Wrestling Nova.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Shout out to my Naruto brother, Omos.
Well, let's talk about some other cool things that are happening in professional wrestling. Steph DeLander, formerly of NXT.
Yeah.
The Queen of Hardcore. Matt Cardona's running buddy, Steph DeLander. Steph DeLander said this, courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. 100% of the proceeds of this T-shirt will be donated to Pasadena Humane Society to aid in disaster relief due to the California fires. You can go to shopstephDelander.com to get this T-shirt. It is a fire T-shirt. I really want to put it on the screen. You know what? Maybe I will put it on the screen. Hold on. Let me go ahead and click on the shirt here. Boom. Let me add it to the screen so you guys can see this awesome shirt. I love Steph DeLander. I think she's amazing. Hope she gets back into it soon. Boom, look at that shirt.
That's a cool shirt.
It's like the Mona Lisa of wrestling right there, Steph DeLander. I tell you. I love it. So 100% proceeds of the shirt will be donated to the Pasadena Humane Society to aid in disaster relief due to the California fires. You can go to shop Steph DeLander. That's Stephdelander.com. Shop StephDelanderStore.com. Get that shirt if you want to go ahead and support. I'm just saying the shirt's going to sell out real quick, man.
That's good. Go support. Go support.
Go support the California fires, all the independent wrestlers in California, all the people in California. My family still lives in Los Angeles, man. I have a lot of friends that are watching the fires from their backyards. Some people have almost lost their homes. You know, so I mean, God, it's. I hate these tragedies. I hate the political mumbo jumbo behind these things. So I'm not even going to bring it up. So yeah, that's something that I really am very passionate about. Also, I would like to say something only to announce the passing of a professional wrestling legend. He passed away yesterday. Black Bart.
Oh, Black Bart.
A lot of you young guys around the wrestling scene don't know who Black Bart is, but Black Bart pioneered um, like a whole like genre of like hardcore wrestling. Rick Harris,
Yeah.
courtesy of Mike Johnson of PW Insider, I should also say. Rick Harris, aka Black Bart, passed away. Rick Harris passed away yesterday morning. His
Mhm.
wife personally announced on her Facebook page, writing, "You might know him as Black Bart, but to me, this was my husband, Ricky. He left us this morning. He was pronounced dead at 5:26 a.m. He's resting in peace now." A lot of people don't remember that Black Bart was battling liver cancer. He decided to discontinue the treatment several weeks ago. He basically just wanted to go home and pass away. Black Bart had a lengthy run in a number of promotions around the world, including the WWF, which we now know as the WWE, World Class Championship Wrestling. He was part of the NWA. He's part of the GWF and UWF. He was also part of Canada's Slam Wrestling publication. So yeah, I mean, so our deepest condolences to the Harris family, fans and friends, anyone that's ever been around Black Bart in the professional wrestling scene. Rest in peace, Ricky Harris.
Wasn't Black Bart also a former WCCW world champion?
Yep.
Okay.
World Class Championship Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. It's always a shame to hear that some of the wrestlers you watched and grew up, or even some of the wrestlers you even knew, passing. It always hurts to know that one of your friends or family members passes, especially if you traveled with them. Like Blood, I know you traveled with a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
So,
over the last month or so, 2 months, I've watched a mentor of mine, Rey Mysterio Sr., pass away. A guy who took time to teach me about the business. Also gave me my ring name.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, basically in Mexico, I was announced as Mala Sangre. Didn't know what the hell that meant until I translated it to Bad Blood. And I was like, oh, I think I like that. I'm going to use that. It started out as a joke, ended becoming a name I've used for 31 years, or well, 25 years actually. But
yeah,
I love it. I love him. Yeah.
Like for me, I'm sorry to interrupt. Is like for me, two wrestlers who I knew personally, who I consider very close with, passed away. I think one passed both last year, I believe. It was Thunder. Remember Thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah, he unfortunately passed away. And a wrestler who I knew from Canada, Dropkick Murphy,
yeah,
unfortunately passed away. Those two I was very close with, and I was really sad to hear when they passed. I mean, like, I still once in a while will talk to Scotty and
Scotty Mac.
Yeah, we'll talk here and there, and we'll just talk about Murphy and all that kind of stuff. And I dressed up as Dropkick Murphy one time for Halloween during middle school. I actually bought a Canadian flag and all that kind of stuff when he was Maple Leaf Murphy during the Portland wrestling days, when Dr. Luther and all that kind of stuff. It's just that it sucks to hear some of the people you know pass.
Yeah, it really sucks when like a lot of people have, a lot of people have passed away over the course of the last like 4 or 5 years that are way younger than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to myself, wow, my days really are numbered. I really should really appreciate. That's why I tell you guys, I appreciate you guys all the time. Like, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do the roundtable. We do the roundtable show. We shoot the shit during the trivia, and like, this is the show that we and you take seriously when it comes to podcasting, because we talk about the news and we spread the news and we give you guys our opinions. But on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling podcast, we have a lot of fun. We watch wrestling, we talk about wrestling, and we have a great time. And I appreciate you guys. Everyone that watches the shows, everyone that talks about the shows, everyone that comes on the show. Like, I appreciate all of you guys 100%.
And I always keep saying this, like when I say I appreciate to everyone who helped my channel, I especially appreciate you, Blood, because like I said before, you were the biggest help for my channel.
Just here,
you were. You legitimately were the biggest help on my channel. You helped me out and you would tell me you should do this or you should do that. You were like the biggest help for me.
I felt like this. I've learned from a lot of guys in the industry, so it's my turn to pay it forward. So before I officially walk away from the ring and do all that stuff, I'm going to help out as much as possible.
Yeah.
Just like this guy, former NXT team creative member, has a new position in the company.
Oh,
wow, man! Jim Smallsman. Okay, he worked as part of the NXT creative team.
Is it related to Biggie Smalls?
No. he worked as part of the NXT, and I found this out really funny. He worked as part of the NXT's announced creative team. He announced his departure a few weeks ago, and then I was on LinkedIn last night, and what did I see? He is now back with the company. He is working as a international talent scout for WWE.
Oh wow!
So shout out to him, man.
That's cool. That's cool. Congratulations.
This is what he said on his LinkedIn profile. Delighted to share this. I'm starting a new position as an international talent scout for the WWE. Have loved my last 6 years working with the WWE so far, and it's wonderful that I can now combine being back in the UK with my family and still contributing to the business that I adore so much. With every WWE show playing on Netflix here in Europe, it is a very exciting time for me to be part of wrestling and for wrestling to be on this content. So I look so forward to the future, what the future holds here with the WWE in UK. So he's a European talent scout. Shout out to you, brother, for coming back to the WWE, man. I mean, some people live their dreams, and I love to see someone happy in their job.
Yeah,
I love to see someone happy in their job. I know someone else is pretty happy right now. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Oh boy.
Let's talk about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon went on Twitter and posted this is an official statement on Twitter. This is courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider and Vince McMahon on his Twitter page. The case is closed.
Oh boy.
Okay. Today ends nearly 3 years of investigation by different government agencies. There has been a great deal of speculation about what exactly the government was investigating and what the outcome would be. As of today, today's resolution shows how much that the speculation may have been misguided and misleading. In the end, there was never anything more than just a few minor accounting errors with regards to some personal payments that I made several years ago while I was the CEO of WWE. I'm thrilled that I can now put that all behind me. What in the actual does that mean?
I don't know.
What that means is Vince McMahon has settled with the SEC without admitting or denying its findings. Basically, Vince is like, yo, I made some clerical errors and I'm going to have to pay. Basically, he's got to pay the WWE back the money that he misappropriated. And that's it. I was like, are you kidding me? But Janelle Grant's lawyer, that is another thing, because Janelle Grant's lawyer is like, yeah, so that shit ain't happening.
That doesn't work for us, brother.
That doesn't work for us, brother. Yeah, so Vince McMahon basically was like, yeah, a few minor errors. But that's not the gist of it. I'm pretty sure, Josh, you have the Janelle Grant story, correct?
Let me see. Where is it? I did have it.
Well, while you're looking for that, let's welcome Ronda Rousey's second child.
Congratulations.
Ronda Rousey gave birth to a beautiful child. Courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. UFC Hall of Famer and former WWE star Ronda Rousey announced the arrival of her second daughter yesterday via Instagram. It's a beautiful picture. I love it. I was going to share it with you here. I'll share the video. I can actually share the video on here because, well, we're not going to get in trouble for it.
And also, I know a lot of people, she's not everyone's favorite. I know that for a fact. But the thing is, I'm going to be straight up honest. I do miss seeing Ronda on WWE.
Oh, Josh, you may be the only one. But
I know I am. I know I am. But the thing is just like I just feel like now with how things are in WWE right now, maybe she could get a little bit like because her last run in the WWE was a flop. Maybe with new direction in WWE that's going on right now, maybe that could help. But that's just me.
well, here let's go ahead and let's view this.
Oh, like I want to see if this is a real baby. What? Here you go. That's your baby. You're gonna belly button.
It's the baby. Your sister.
Yeah. She's so perfect.
Congratulations.
As you can see, Red Velvet, Dustin Rose, Shayna Baszler, Santino Morella, and a lot of other people congratulated her on the birth of her new baby. I love it, man. Congratulations, Ronda Rousey, on your second daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when she left the WWE and she was like, I'm going to have a baby. You know what? Shayna Baszler said that she sent her packing from the WWE. I think that baby sent her packing from the WWE.
I think so too.
I don't know, man. I think that baby may have done all that. Yeah. So did you find the story?
I did.
Okay.
Janelle Grant's authority issues statements on today's SEC McMahon announcement. State criminal investigation into Vince McMahon in a New York still ongoing by Mike Johnson on PWI Insiders. Oh boy. The statement from Anna I can't pronounce that name. My bad. I'm not that best of a reader, everybody. Forgive me. Authority for Janelle Grant on conversation from the SEC that Vincent Kennedy McMahon violated the law. So for what it looks like, they're going to try it. They're going to keep pushing for this. Rightfully so.
Well, I mean, here's the thing too. Like, let's just look at it from all different types of avenues here. If I always say, put yourself in this position, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead. Let's put yourself in this position. If you did something wrong, Josh.
Yeah.
If you were accused of doing something wrong, let's say you were accused of doing something to me, and you offer me money not to talk about it. Just my opinion, but that kind of makes you look fucking guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know if I was accused of something, I'm gonna, and if I didn't do it, I'm gonna go through hell and high water to show you that I did not do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what an innocent person does, you know. But
yeah,
that's just my opinion. On the show, we do not give our personal opinions. So I'm just saying. Like,
yeah, no, I understand.
These are my opinions and my opinions alone. They do not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast and the Roundtable Network News. Anyway, so yeah, like that's crazy, man. You know what else is crazy? This goddamn flu that's going around.
Yeah.
I know the mod was sick for a week and a half. It was pretty bad. Temperature going up and down. Thank God, knock on wood. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
You know, I survived the, oh no, not the flu, but there was a guy by the name of Adam Scher. Most of you may know him as Braun Strowman. This is why you haven't seen Braun Strowman around for the last couple of weeks, courtesy of Braun Strowman's Twitter page via Mike Johnson from PW Insider. It starts out like this. Well, let's see if people actually read what I post or just look at the cool pics. 2025 has been off to a rough start for me. I picked up some kind of bug last week, and I have been absolutely whooped my ass. I laid in the hospital room for 4 days, 3 of which the fever was 102 or higher. For the first 3 days, a week later, I'm feeling better. I'm finally over it. I think I'm over the hump. My severe body aches have finally eased up. Yeah, that was going on in my home as well. Today is the first day I've been able to move around and really do anything. I've lost a whopping 36 pounds
Dang.
in a week. That is a lot of weight to lose within a week, man.
Mhm.
In a week, Josh, 36 pounds. Had taken tests. They could determine that it was just a really bad flu. Thankfully, I hate that I missed last week's SmackDown. I missed the premiere of Raw on Netflix, and I will miss TV again this week. This is yet another speed bump on the road. I'll be back bigger and stronger, badder than ever. There hasn't been anything in life that's thrown to me that I haven't been able to overcome, and I'm sure as hell not going to stop me from having one of the best years to date. 2025, your ass is mine. So shout out to you, Braun Strowman, Adam Shearer with the cool Andre the Giant Japanese shirt on. Shout out to you, bro. Get well soon.
Yeah.
Sending well wishes to you, my friend. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Like this, it's like I said, the news never stops.
Yeah.
So much going on.
I had the flu last month.
I remember.
Yeah, and I couldn't talk. I could not talk at all. So, like, trying to talk was the worst. So I barely talked to anybody because I literally lost my voice when I had the flu. It's just crazy. Like, I just hope it doesn't get worse. Like, be safe out there, everybody, please.
Give me 1 second here.
While you're doing that, I looked up on today's wrestling history.
No. That's the end of the show, my friend.
I
Don't
know.
do it now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it, and I found something.
Josh, it better be something good.
I found a few, actually.
Damn it, Josh. I don't like when Josh comes up with them, ladies and gentlemen, because I tell him not to tell me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like, oh, not the finger poke of doom.
Well, you told me not to tell you.
I hate you, Josh.
I'm just saying. You told me not to tell you.
So let's get into the rumor mill real quick. Courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. Malachi Black. We discussed this the other day. We discussed this on Wednesday, and we are like, why do we have Buddy Matthews, which Will Ospreay called Buddy Murphy, his WWE name? Why do we have Buddy Matthews and Will Ospreay have such amazing 10-star, the most amazing match in the history of AEW, which seems to be what Will Ospreay does like every week. One of the most amazing matches in AEW. And then he said to him at the end of it, you don't need to be following Malachi Black. And if you need a tag team partner, I would love to stand in your corner. Well, remember we were like, what the hell does that even mean?
Exactly,
well,
yeah.
Over the last couple of days or so, there have been a lot of talk about the future of Malachi Black within AEW. PW Insider was told that sources that Black is believed to be leaving the company and that he is already expected to be a free agent in February or March.
Watch it. Malachi Black's the mystery tag team partners of Rey Mysterio.
Oh my God. So Malachi Black, a former WWE NXT champion, signed with AEW in 2021 after leaving the WWE, then being overseen because he was being overseen by Vince McMahon. Mm-hmm. Vince did not like Malachi Black, but Triple H pushed Malachi Black like really good in NXT. Mm-hmm. Brought him on the main roster. Didn't do much with him there. He left and joined AEW, where he had feuds with Cody Rhodes, Adam Copeland. He formed the House of Black with Brody King and Buddy Matthews, not Buddy Murphy, but Buddy Matthews.
And don't forget Julia Hart. But Saturday, January 11th, Malachi Black is to make a rare independent appearance in a place in Florida for Coastal Championship Wrestling. So, I mean, can he be taking indie dates while he's sitting on a shelf waiting to leave AEW? I mean, is Tony Khan going to be like, I'm not letting you go anywhere until your contract expires? We don't know. I don't want to speculate on that, but I do know that he's gone. I also do know that Becky Lynch has re-signed with the WWE. Which I think we kind of knew she was going to.
Yeah, we talked about that.
It's like the whole thing with MJF, where people thought, "Oh, is he going to go with WWE?" No, we all kind of knew he was going to go back to AEW.
But from what I understand, WrestleMania 41 It's already decided. We're gonna have Becky Lynch taking on Rhea Ripley.
Oh,
So you're gonna see Becky coming back, win the Rumble or Elimination Chamber, whatever, whatnot. But let me tell you how good WWE is at sowing these little seeds, these little nuggets, so to speak.
little, yeah.
Because another rumor that's been spread around the wrestling world right now is that Tiffany Stratton already has a WrestleMania 40 opponent.
Oh,
41, I'm sorry. So we all know Tiffany Stratton won the WWE Women's Championship on January 3rd. Last Friday's episode of SmackDown where she cashed in on Nia Jax. But cashing in on Nia Jax was a great thing for her. She became the WWE champion. But if you remember a few months ago, well, I would say when Tiffany Stratton debuted on SmackDown,
yeah.
when she first debuted on SmackDown, Paul Levesque, a.k.a. Triple H, was backstage talking to her. And lo and behold, another blonde goddess walks by her. And this guy, no, it was Nick Aldis, I'm sorry. Nick Aldis says, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair.
Oh, boy.
Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte says, I know who you are. And Tiffany said, it's nice to make your acquaintance. And Charlotte looked at her and said, oh, you will. And walked away. That was the last time we seen Charlotte Flair on TV.
That's weird, isn't it?
So do we have Charlotte Flair facing Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship at Mania? Remember the last time Charlotte came back after she won Money in the Bank, she took on NXT champion Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania and took the title from her at WrestleMania.
Yeah, when she won the Rumble.
Yeah, so can we see Charlotte Flair doing that again to
be the first woman to win the Rumble twice? Well, either way, it might be her or Becky winning the Rumble twice.
Well, okay, so if let's say Charlotte wins the Rumble and goes after Tiffany Stratton, we'll have the Blonde Ambition tour. If you've been watching Charlotte Flair's Twitter channel, she's got a heel persona. She's got like this real, like, her gimmick is now she's like going to be the queen. Like, I love the shit that she's putting out on Twitter. I follow her on Twitter, follow her Instagram. I love her content. But that looks like it might be Tiffany Stratton's. And if you put Tiffany Stratton over Charlotte Flair, you're just cementing her legacy as being one of the best up-and-comers from NXT. I mean, think about it. 2 years ago, she was a draftee at NXT. Now look at her. She's the WWE Women's Champion.
The top woman right now on
That's right.
SmackDown.
The queen of SmackDown, so to speak. If she comes out calling herself the queen, whew, boy.
Yeah, you already know where that's going to go.
Exactly. Let's talk about, since we're talking about SmackDown, I already discussed with you, SmackDown's here in Portland. I was thinking about going, but I'm going to be here with you guys watching it live so we can talk about it. But the SmackDown card for tonight, we have a U.S. Championship match. LA Knight taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, fresh off of his return from Pro Wrestling Noah. We have the WWE United States Women's Champion Chelsea Green defending against Michin.
This is tough because, again, I love both. I love both of them. But I've been wanting Mia Yim to finally win a singles title since she's been in WWE.
So far, I only see 3 matches listed. U.S. Championship on the line. U.S. Men's Championship on the line. Shinsuke versus LA Knight. U.S. Women's Championship on the line. The longest reigning and defending first ever U.S. Women's Champion Chelsea Green taking on Mia Yim. And we have Tiffany Stratton going to be showing up tonight with her WWE Women's Championship. I told you that I saw that I already saw Jey Uso. I mean, not Jey. Yeah, well, Jey Uso. And I saw Drew McIntyre here in Portland myself. So 100% they are here. They are ready. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good show tonight. SmackDown always brings the heat, but 3 hours. Oh my God. I can't wait for them to go back to 2 hours.
Yeah, same.
So, and before we get any further, before we get to your final closeout, well, let me look at the SmackDown preview because I know we have those 3 matches, but I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff going on. Well, I guess there isn't really anything going on that I need to know. But let's talk about people going to court because, and there's my dog barking. He's barking again. Before I go any further, let's see if he's going to bark a third time. Hey, buddy. Stop it. Sit. So let's talk about Kimberly. Former WWE NXT and Impact Wrestling star Kimberly Frankel, otherwise known as Kimberly, is scheduled to go to a jury trial for her DUI charges. Her DUI charge, resisting an officer, and violence and battery on a law enforcement officer. Before a Highland County court in Florida, she went to court yesterday at 8:30 a.m. And they said that they're going to hold it over for a jury trial. Jury selection started yesterday. Her court day, her jury hearing is going to be February 5th. According to the police report in May 2023, Officer PJ Roberts wrote that at 4:54 p.m. he was traveling on U.S. Highway 26 when he noticed a northbound lane was stopped to traffic due to a green light. He noticed that a gray Kia Soul was facing the wrong direction.
Oh.
So naturally, the officer saw this car facing the wrong direction, went up to the car, and Kimberly Frankel, otherwise known as Kimberly, produced her Florida driver's license. He described her as having a bloodshot, watery eyes. She had slurred speech. She kept forgetting why and asked several times why she was there. She thought he was messing with her. Basically, her driver's license, she handed over her driver's license. He had to ask her several times. Basically, what it boils down to is her blood alcohol level was super high. He tried to place her in handcuffs. She gave him a stiff thrust to the chest.
Oh, no.
Knocking him down, which resulted in her arrest for LEO, battery on a law enforcement officer. Yeah. She also busted his lip and his gums, his teeth went into his gums. Like, she was not fucking around.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she was not fucking around, dude. So yeah, she was drunk. She assaulted him. Her blood alcohol level is 0.140, which is well over the legal limit of 0.08. So that's almost 4 times the legal age. Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
2 times illegal. I'm sorry, 2 times illegal. That's bad.
Either way, it's still bad.
Yeah. So a conviction for a first-time DUI offense in the state of Florida could bring as much as 6 months in jail. A suspension of her license and 50 hours of community service and a fine up to $1,000. But that's just for the drunk driving. That's not even for the assault on the police officer.
Oh, jeez.
So, I mean, you know, cops wear body cams.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully things go well for her. Because if she's convicted of battery on a police officer, and if she's convicted, the maximum sentence is 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine.
Oh, boy.
Keep in mind, she's a former Chikara Grand Champion. She's had stints in NXT. She's had stints in Impact Wrestling, but she hasn't been wrestling since January 2022. PW Insider reported that January of that year, she had departed Impact Wrestling. And she said she wasn't going to be doing any wrestling going forward. So, damn. Let's just hope that hope the things turn out for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
All the right reasons. So, Josh, what do you got today, my friend? What do you got today?
Well, before we go to wrestling history, I forgot to mention today that Raven made a return to TNA Wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's right. He sure did.
He's with Rosemary.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I'm not going to lie. But, okay, here we go. Today, on this day on wrestling history, we are going to Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Nick Bockwinkel defeated Jerry Lawler to win the vacated AWA World Heavyweight Championship belt. The belt had been vacated the previous month. And now we're going to go all the way to 1994. WWF Monday Night Raw. The 1-2-3 Kid and Marty Jannetty defeated the Quebecers for the WWF World Tag Team titles.
Who would have thought that would happen?
I know, right? And we're also going to go back to WCW.
Damn it, I knew that was coming.
Bret Hart's final match as a full-time wrestler due to post-concussion syndrome from the super kick from Bill Goldberg a few weeks earlier.
Allegedly.
Yeah. On the show, Bret Hart faced Kevin Nash in a no-contest match. And now we're going to 2018. Impact Wrestling taping, Austin Aries defeated Eli Drake for the Impact Global title. That's today's wrestling history.
So what you're saying is nothing significant happened today in wrestling history. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Network News.
True AWA. That was pretty interesting.
Sure. For Double J, Josh James, I'm the franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tonight for SmackDown.
Bye, guys.